Hello, Mason Patriots, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Mason Cable News. I am Kylan Adams.
And I'm Ariel Thornhill. Kyle, how's your week going?
My week is going, We have one more week left of classes, and so things are piling up. But we're going to be okay. What about yourself?
We're going to get through it, and I'm feeling the same pressure. Final exams are coming up, and it's crunch time.
Yeah.
But we'll get through it
together.
Get
through it. The Supreme Court appeared split along ideological lines on Monday as justices disputed over a bid to shield millions of undocumented immigrants from deportation and make them eligible to work in the U.S. The justices' questions and comments over the course of the 90-minute arguments left the possibility of a 4-4 tie, which would represent a defeat for the Obama administration. A split decision also would set no guiding precedent on the use of presidential authority moving forward. A 4-4 ruling would effectively scuttle the issue until after Obama leaves office in 9 months, and mean at least a temporary setback to his domestic policy legacy. On the legal side, the GOP-controlled House filed a brief supporting the states, telling the High Court the executive does not have the power to authorize, let alone facilitate, the prospective violation of the immigration laws on a massive class-wide scale.
Health Minister Jane Philpott has stated that Canada's Liberal government will introduce legalization to decriminalize and regulate recreational marijuana in spring 2017. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau promised during last year's election campaign that his Liberals would legalize recreational marijuana following the U.S. states of Washington and Colorado. But the time frame has been unclear. At a special session of the UN General Assembly in New York on drug problems around the world, Philpott said that the Canadian law will ensure marijuana is kept away from children and will keep criminals from profiting from its sale. Medical marijuana patients in Canada are set to regain the right to grow their own cannabis after a federal court judge in March struck down the ban introduced by the previous conservative government.
This past Saturday, Ecuador was struck by a magnitude of a 7.8 earthquake. The Ministry of Security's Risk Management Agency released a statement updating the death toll from this powerful earthquake. It now stands at least 480, with more than 4,000 injured. A top official has said that this is the worst disaster the country has faced in decades. Among the nation, the tourist areas were hit the hardest, having the most devastation. Ecuador deployed 10,000 soldiers and 4,600 police officers to the affected areas. Hundreds of rescuers from 8 countries have traveled to Ecuador to help in relief efforts. Troops set up mobile hospitals and temporary shelters. The military also brought in search dogs to help find survivors and bodies. However, getting rescue crews and supplies to the area has been a challenge.
A female face will soon grace the $20 bill, keeping U.S. founding father Alexander Hamilton on the $10 note. Treasury Secretary Jack Lew announced in a letter Wednesday. The historical woman chosen to go on the bill is Harriet Tubman, the African-American abolitionist most famous for her role in helping slaves escape through the Underground Railroad. And replacing President Andrew Jackson on the front of the $20 bill, the Treasury Department abandoned a previous plan to have a woman replace founding father Alexander Hamilton on the $10 bill. To make room for Tubman on the front of the $20 bill, Jackson will be moved to the back, where he'll be incorporated into existing image of the White House. Lew said that the image could depict the statue of Jackson riding horseback in the Lafayette Square across Pennsylvania Avenue from the White House. The $5 bill, $10 bill, and $20 bill will all be redesigned over the next 4 years, but will be put into production at various times over the next decade. Has the Flint, Michigan community obtained justice? Find out after this commercial break.
WGMU Radio. Welcome to a special edition of the First Pick. You will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. I'm Ben Simpson on the phone today. We have Drew. How are you doing today, Drew? I mean, your baseball. Kind of what made you decide to write a book about them?
It wasn't my...
You're out in Maryland, right?
I am. I used to work with George Mason people that way.
Promote the book as much as possible here around campus.
Thanks, dude.
All right, have a great one. You will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. You're listening to WGMU Radio on WGMUradio.com.
Welcome back. 2 years ago, in a move to save money, the state switched Flint's water supply from Lake Huron to Flint River. The Michigan Department of Environmental Quality also failed to treat the water, which ate into the city's iron and lead pipes, causing lead to leak into the drinking water. Also detected in the water were high levels of E. coli and other toxins. Earlier today, criminal accusations were announced against 2 state workers and a Flint city employee, along with the man who supervised Flint's water treatment plant. The 2 state environmental officials and Mike Glasgow, a former supervisor at the Flint treatment plant who now serves as the city's utilities administrator, is charged with tampering with evidence and willful neglect of a duty as a public officer, according to court records. Michigan Attorney General Bill Schwartz is promising that more charges will be filed. Bill declined to name the possible additional targets of the ongoing criminal investigation, saying, "There are no targets and nobody's ruled out," as he told reporters.
The Health Professional Recruitment Fair is this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. This event is hosted by the National Hispanic Medical Association and the Association of American Medical Colleges. Registration is free. This recruitment fair will consist of several top nationwide medical and public health schools. Additionally, students will learn about pre-med and pre-health requirements, the application process, financial aid, and scholarship opportunities. This event is open to students who are a minority and or disadvantaged background. MAPS is proud to announce that they are officially representing George Mason University at this fair. Email them at maps@gmu.edu in order to let them know if you're going to be in attendance to this event, and include in the MAPS group day, and include in the email GMU MAPS group day. Here's Carlia Swanson with Freshman's Corner.
Hi, this is Carlia Swanson with Mason Cable News, and it's time for the Freshman Corner. Spring has sprung, so let's see how our Patriots spring into fashion. Hi, Kimmy. So what are your fashion must-haves?
Okay, high-waisted shorts, keds, and sweaters like this, like short-sleeve sweaters.
You gotta have the loafers.
Sunglasses.
Gotta have the sunglasses. Need some hats, you know. Whatever type of hat you like to wear.
Yes.
The shorts / capris.
Yes, always.
So what stores would you say you shop at the most?
The most is definitely thrift stores. Like, I got this shirt at a thrift store, actually, and I got my shoes at a thrift store, and the sweater I was wearing earlier I also got at a thrift store. So I go to the one in Woodbridge, the Salvation Army. I go there all the time.
Great. Okay, a person that was struggling with fashion, what advice would you give them?
Honestly, I would say wear whatever you want, because it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of you. Like, a lot of people say to me, I never could pull that off. And I'm like, yes, you could. You just got to pretend like you could pull it off. You know what I mean? Like, the same with my hair. They're like, oh, I wish I could do that. But I'm like, you just got to go ahead and do it if you really like it.
As long as you're confident in what you wear and you like what you're wearing, I think it'll come across as fashionable or whatever.
Just know whatever you got on for that day. Know you picked it and you gonna rock it for that rest of the day.
Yeah, it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it.
So some people think that boys shouldn't be into fashion. So what would you say to that person?
I mean, I guess.
Heck no, girls.
Actually, I don't see the point.
No. Girls love a dude that can dress. Don't do that.
Yeah.
If you can't dress, most of the time girls not even gonna look at you for right. I'm not even playing. Like that.
Step your game up.
That's what I'm saying. If you ain't rocking your clothes or you ain't into fashion, you don't know. I'm not gonna say what's in, or you don't know like what to wear and how to wear it, or you don't have confidence in what you wear. Ain't no girl about to look at you, or ain't nobody about to look at you for real.
I've seen you in a lot of fashion shows, so where does your confidence come from?
I'm a dancer, and I've been dancing for like 15 years, so I'm really comfortable with being on a stage. When I was little, I was a little bit shy. I would cry on stage and things like that, but as I grew older, I gained my confidence, so that's where that comes from.
Well, folks, that's it for today's Freshman Corner, and I am Carlia Swanson.
Earth Month continues this week with many events hosted by the Office of Sustainability. Tomorrow is Bike to Mason Day. Mason encourages everyone coming to campus to leave their car at home and ride their bike. We will continue the festivities with riding a bike to blend your own smoothie. The kinetic energy from the bike will power the blender to make a refreshing, nutritious drink. This will be in Sub 1 Quad at 11 a.m. Smoothies available while supplies last. Along with creating your own smoothie from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., enjoy Rock Salad, an open mic event collaborating with the Black Student Alliance. Tomorrow will end with an event called Let's Talk About Climate Change from 8 to 9 p.m. in Research Hall 163. Come hear about how the GMU, the City of Fairfax, and the Commonwealth of Virginia are addressing the challenges of a changing climate. There will be a panel discussion with audience Q&A, light refreshments, and door prizes. For more information on Earth Month, visit green.gmu.edu.
On April 18th, the Elections and Disputes Commission announced the winners of the Student Government Spring 2016 election. Your student body president and vice president-elects are Nathaniel Pittman and Gabrielle Pita. For more information regarding the Spring 2016 selection, be sure to visit sd.gmu.edu. Now here's Sydney Peterson with your sports report.
WGMU Radio and WGMURadio.com. Welcome to a special edition of the First Pick. You will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. I'm Ben Simpson. On the phone today, we have Drew. How are you doing today, Drew? I mean, your baseball. Kind of what made you decide to write a book about them?
You know, it wasn't my...
You're out in Maryland, right?
I am. I used to work with George Mason people that way.
Promote the book as much as possible. We're here around campus.
Thanks, dude.
All right, have a great one. You will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. You're listening to WGMU Radio on WGMURadio.com.
Good evening, Patriots. I'm Sydney Peterson here with your sports report. Next on the map for the women's tennis team is the Atlantic 10 Championship, where the team will play as the 10th seed. Their first match is against number 7th seed George Washington University. The championship will be held from April 21st to the 24th at the outdoor Lindner Family Tennis Center in Mason, Ohio. The team and individual players have had a good season overall. Senior Brittany Pickletine was the top singles player this season. She scored a 7-13 record of 23 matches, as well as senior Isu Ernbat earned a team high of 11 wins this season. We wish these women the best of luck and the best of luck with their season. In baseball news, the Patriots won against the JMU Dukes yesterday. The team was tied in the 9th inning, causing them to play 11 innings total. Sophomore Ryan Ritchie was the leading pitcher of the game. He pitched a total of 2 innings without any hits. The team defeated the Dukes with a final score of 6-5. The team will take on Radford University beginning Friday at 6:30 p.m. for a 3-game series. The softball team plays Mount St. Mary's this afternoon. The team just recently had an off-road victory to St. Joseph's. Freshman pitcher Marina Vidalich earned the Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Week honors. Well, Patriots, that is all I have for you today. I'll see you next week.
Nation. Welcome back to another week here with me, Gina Jerome, on the couch. Once again, I am very excited to be your source for entertainment news nationally, as well as in the DMV area. So we're going to kick off our first entertainment news story of the week, and you'll be very interested in this one because it may not be Halloween, but are you looking for a little spookiness in your life? Well, Wagner's immortal tale of a cursed sea captain who is condemned to sail the stormy seas on a ghostly ship for eternity is as mythic, mighty, and mysterious as the ocean itself. The Flying Dutchman has fascinated opera lovers since its premiere in 1843. Performances for The Flying Dutchman are Saturday, April 23rd at 8 p.m. and there will be a matinee performance also on Sunday, April 24th at 2 p.m. in the Center for the Arts Concert Hall. Ticket prices for the show will range from $90 all the way down to $48. But like I always say, one free student ticket is available with a valid Mason ID. So hurry on up and get them ASAP because tickets are selling out very, very quickly. And are you ready for some fun at Mason Day? Each year, Mason Day serves over 6,000 people. This is one of the largest events on the George Mason campus every year. This year, the event will be spectacular with our special guest performances by many people, but most importantly, Juicy J. Mason Day takes place on Friday, April 22nd in Lot L on the Fairfax campus. Each person with a valid Mason ID will get 2 free tickets for food. Additional tickets can be purchased for $1 each. Cash or Mason money only, so no credit cards will be accepted. There will be student performances from 2 to 6 p.m. by people such as Urbanology, Danceworks, DJ Rush Hour, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Mason Drumline, Will Raver, and among many others. Juicy J will be headlining at 8 p.m., so be ready for an amazing and great show. I'll be there, so I hope you will be there too. Last but definitely not least, this was definitely a weekend full of entertainment, but there's one story that I really am interested in. Kelly Ripa missed out on Michael Strahan's explaining why he's leaving live with Kelly and Michael after 4 years Saturday night. Saturday night, Live alum Anna Gastier stood in front for Ripa, who is aged 45, who did not show up to co-host with Strahan on Wednesday morning because the former NFL pro told the audience that his last day on the show will be in September. Because he's accepted a full-time position at Good Morning America. So, good job, Michael. I mean, we all love Good Morning America. But Ripa has yet to comment on her co-host departure, but people like Anderson Cooper, Andy Cohen, and even Neil Patrick Harris are in the running to replace the 44-year-old TV personality. Well, I'm gonna miss you, Michael. You always made Live with Kelly and Michael so interesting all the time. Well, Mason, this has been a great week full of infotainment, but make sure to watch me next week right here on the couch. Sooner or later, it's going to be those finals, as I've been telling you for the last couple of weeks, so I really hope you have been studying like I have, and you guys have been cracking open those textbooks, because we all need those A's, and we're going to go and have fun in the beach and splash around in the sea and everything. Well, once again, this has been Gina Jerome right here with you on the couch. See you next week, Mason Nation.
George Mason University's longest-standing tradition. This year, Mason Day is having its 51st anniversary. The event will be held on Friday, April 22nd, 2016 from 2 to 10 p.m. Entry to Mason Day is free for anyone with a valid Mason ID, as well as children under the age of 10. Without a valid Mason ID, the cost is $15 and $1 per food ticket. All Mason students, faculty, and staff will receive 2 food tickets upon entering. There will be vendors, free attractions such as balloon artists, tattoo artists, face paint artists, photo keychains, green screen photos, and many more. There will be various student performances, and don't forget to stay for the headline this year, which will be Juicy J. So, will you guys be attending Mason Day this year?
Yeah, I will be attending Mason Day. A lot of my friends have previous responsibilities, so I think I'm just gonna volunteer at the Mason Cable Network table.
Yes, I definitely plan on being there. Probably stop by the Mason Cable Network table as well.
Come see us.
Yeah, I'll stop past as well. I'll be there a little later, but I'm excited for Juicy J, you know?
Yeah.
Bands and McCurdy.
Okay, well, that's all we have for you today. Thank you for watching. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Mason Cable News, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at Mason Cable Network to keep up to date on the latest news. See you next time, Mason. I'm Ariel Thornhill.
I'm Sydney Peterson.
And I'm Colin Adams. Have a great week, Mason.